Hello. Since we met on a video conference last week, I wanted to just send you an update this week. I know that even though many of us are working from home these days, we're all still very busy. There's lots of things to do even during non-traditional times. And so I want to be respectful of your time, but I did want to point out and highlight a couple of things that are happening. One of which is the completion or near completion of the project, all of the renovation and restoration that's been going on at St. John's for quite some time now. I know that you were probably like me and excited to see that email from Al Bettinger that said we're just about finished with all of that. That's a milestone in the life of our church, and I really regret that we didn't have the opportunity to hear from Al on that video conference last week. I think that's kind of my fault. I believe I spoke a little too long. But what a great thing for St. John's. Lots and lots of people have put in tremendous amount of work to make all of that happen. And that's just another reason that we'll all be excited to get back to the cathedral when we can. The other thing that's going on is the Paycheck Protection Program. Shay and Sharon and lots of people have been working on that. And a big thank you to Chip Finn for ironing out some last minute wrinkles and making sure that everything was in good shape so that we could meet the deadline for that. That's very important for St. John's, and happy to hear that that is finished. Also, the prayers for healthcare workers, that continues, and that's something I know that's very important to all of us on the chapter, a very visible and meaningful ministry that we're engaged in for the congregation, and it continues to grow. Several of you have sent me names that we're going to add to the list, and we'll be working out the schedule for May, and that'll be coming out soon. I did want to mention that on Monday of this week, there was a Zoom conference call with senior wardens from around the diocese with the bishop. It was an initiative that the bishop has to reach out to parishes during this time, and this is the second time that we've spoken with him. So he's very active and engaged, not just with the cathedral, but with other parishes too, and there are several things that they'll be doing, and I'll be sending you some more information about that. One of which is there's a conference call on what to do with your building during this time, although I know that our building isn't sitting empty. Cody's there a lot and lots of things are happening. But it's nice to know that the diocese remains engaged with us and other parishes. One of the things that came up on that conference today, which was a good reminder for me, and it might be a good reminder for you too, was the work that our clergy does during this time. You know, all of us have our own set of challenges and things that we have to deal with because of COVID-19. And we look to clergy for answers during this time. Oftentimes we forget that they've got their own problems as well. And so we were reminded today the importance of praying for our priests and our deacons. And so I wanted to just mention that to you. Maybe that's something you needed to hear as well. We have wonderful clergy at St. John's, and I know that we're all grateful for them. So keep them in your prayers, please. I hope that all of you have a great week, and we'll be sending out an update about future meetings and other events in the coming days. Thanks for your time.